Man, I don't know you and you don't know me, but I'm going to show you how to make $50,000 in the next 50 days because we share a common enemy, and this common enemy wants you to work 12 hours a day, breaking 12 bones in your back for only $12 an hour. So I'm going to show you how to make money to free yourself financially, location wise, and more, because you do not need to be subject to that type of torture, barely making it out here with this economy. So I'm going to show you how to make this type of money by sending remote workers to do remote jobs. Now, this could be cleaning jobs. This could be carpet cleaning. This could be plumbing. This could be roadside assistance. This could be office cleaning. This can be personal training. This could be party buses all the way up to yacht charters. All right. So right now, my top student, he is making between $500 to $1,000 a day sending remote workers to do roadside assistance jobs. So right now it might be going through your head whether or not you need experience to do this. How long will it take for you to make money? And I'm going to answer both of those questions. OK, you do not need any experience. We have complete beginners making hundreds of dollars a day and some experienced people making thousands of dollars a day. OK, and why should you listen to me? OK, well, if you've never made 140K in 90 days, then you should listen to me. If you never made 80K in 1 week, if you never made $250,000 in less than a month and a half, then I am the person that you should be listening to. On top of that, I am the only coach that is actually actively still making money with the business model that he's going to be teaching you. Okay, so give me a second because I got a little phlegm in my voice. I just woke up. It's literally only like 6 o'clock where I am. Usually wake up around 4. Okay, so how do you find these remote workers to do these remote jobs? Well, they're everywhere. Literally, when I say everywhere, I'm talking about job boards. I'm talking about Craigslist and the gig section. People put their resumes on Craigslist. People put their resumes on LinkedIn, and you can find these people anywhere. On top of that, you can just find them on Google. So for example, you like, okay, so we're sending them to do remote jobs. All right. Where do we get the jobs from anyway? Where is this demand? The demand already exists, guys. So if you Google emergency mobile tire service or roadside assistance, then you'll see a plethora of business owners that come out and help you with your tires and everything like that when you're stuck on the side of the road. Guess what? Those same places that they list their services, we teach you how to list your services there as well. So you act as a third party. You act as a third party operator, but you're not going to be going out and doing any jobs or anything like that. OK, so what happens is we list our services, whether that's party bus, whether that's yacht rental, whether that's exotic car rental. We will list it on Google. We will list it on different platforms. And when a call comes in, we find a contractor, either one that's already doing business in that field, or we'll find someone to train them up. It's faster to make you money if you go with people that already have the business set up and everything, and you split a percentage with them. Okay, so this is not like getting a client. This is not a marketing agency. You're not doing marketing for them. You're doing it for your own brand. Okay, so how do you know this is legitimate? Let me answer that question for you. Have you ever rode in an Uber before? Well, guess what? It's the same business model. Uber makes money every time their drivers use their own cars to drive you around. Uber gets a percentage. So Uber promotes as if they are the one that's going to be picking you up, but then they split the percentage just because they brought the job to the driver. You understand what I'm saying? Same thing with Airbnb. Airbnb is the biggest hospitality chain as far as like rooms and hotels and all of that. But Airbnb does not own any property. They were already billionaires by the time they even got a physical location. So yes, this same business model works. You book an Airbnb, but the host makes the money, but they have to split it with the platform because the platform is the one that brought the guest to them. So that is called service arbitrage, and that is literally what you're doing. For example, if you put a listing on Google for personal training, when somebody Googles personal trainer in St. Louis or whatever it is, and your VA or your AI voice agent answers the call and books the appointment and collects the payment, you get the payment. The payment goes to you first, and then you split the money with the actual personal trainer that's going to be training them. That is called service arbitrage. That is you sending remote workers to remote jobs. All right. And you can do this from anywhere in the world. For example, right now I'm out here in Panama. Like, I'm not even in the United States. I haven't been in the United States since 2010. I mean, not 2010. Oh my God. Since 2020, since Snowbit, since the scamdemic. You know what I'm talking about, where you had to be masked up, but you wasn't robbing nobody. Right. Okay. And this is how I've been funding myself. This is how my students fund their travels. This is how my students make their money to be able to pay their bills. This is how my students free themselves. At Anti-Job University, we're at war against anything that threatens your location, time, and financial freedom. And you should join the war. You should free yourself because we have a common enemy, right? We have a common enemy. The system is the common enemy. If they want you to spend your entire day working for pennies, just making enough to come back to work and do it all over again, then that is your enemy. We go to work and we thank them for giving us a position. That is crazy. The same way they started a business to give you a job is the same way you can start a business to give somebody else a job. But over here, we're anti-job. So what I show you how to do is to create opportunities for independent contractors to make money, and you split the money with them. If you get a flooring job that comes in for, let's say, $6,000, you might be able to get $2,000 off of that flooring job, and the rest of it goes to the flooring contractor that has to get the equipment and all of that extra stuff and their profits and everything. But you don't have to actually go out and do any of the flooring job. I'm going to show you some of the testimonials in this video of some of my top students, but ultimately, I want you to stop watching testimonials and become one. Then you can simply trade a new life in. I want to help you trade a new life in. What if you can just trade? What if you can trade $4.97 one time? What if you can trade $4.97 one time and be making $4.97 a day? What if you could do that? And I'm saying what if because you don't know me yet, but I'm going to show you the testimonials. I'm going to show you interviews. So that's a reason why you should come back to this channel if you haven't already subscribed. I'm going to show you proof, and I'm going to show you my earnings. Most coaches aren't going to do that. I'm showing you my student proof, and I'm showing you how much money we make. I started doing this project with the students because I wanted to get past any skepticisms of whether or not I was some type of fake guru or something. Once I found out how to free myself, it was my God-given duty to come and free you guys as well. Everybody is supposed to be a Moses. Once you overcome obstacles in your life, you're supposed to look back and help others that are suffering from the same thing. I want you guys to be financially free. I want you guys to have time freedom. I want you guys to have location freedom. So I'm not trying to anger among you, but I want you to start looking at your boss as the enemy. He might not even be knowing that he's your enemy, but look at this. He comes in once or twice a week just to oversee whether or not you're doing good work or not, then hops in his Lamborghini or Ferrari and rides off with his big titty woman while you are still in his warehouse or in his restaurant for the next 8 hours. And when you get home, your kids are either asleep or outside playing or don't want anything to do with you, or you don't want anything to do with them because you're too tired. This is why a long time ago I came out with a viral video and people were pissed. But I said, if you have a job, you hate your kids. And I gave details and I gave case studies in that because we're indoctrinated to believe that, oh, we're out here sacrificing for them. But guess what? You can spend way more time with them if you weren't at a 9-to-5 job. You won't miss their first steps, their first baseball games. You won't miss when they graduate or any of that extra stuff. That's the stuff that makes sense to them. That's the stuff that they remember and what matters to them. They don't care what's in your wallet. You think they do, but they don't. They're not gold diggers. They're not whores. Okay. So you want to spend more time with your children. You want to be able to create memories with them, and you will never be able to do that at Walmart. You will never be able to do that. Even at a corporate Fortune 500 company, you still have to ask for permission to leave. Think about that. You have a chain attached to your money and you're okay with it. You should not be okay with that when there are other ways for you to make money out here. I can show you service arbitrage. Guess what? I have time freedom. Right now I'm up hella early because I can go to bed anytime I want to throughout the day while you're still clocked in. You understand? I don't have to be in the United States. I haven't seen Trump's ground in years. I don't have to, be locked to a clock or any type of stuff like that. And the students that listen to me, they experience that same freedom because we are Anti-Job University. Go ahead, go in the first pin comment and do the same thing.